Hey guys, John V from PhoneArena. I'm live here at MWC 2015. I'm at the Samsung booth here at the showroom floor, and I'm doing a quick first look video between the Galaxy S6 Edge and the Nokia Lumia 930. So you kind of say both respective flagship devices for both companies here. 930 coming out over the holiday season, fall, while the S6 is about to launch globally very soon. So let's just talk about what stands out between both handsets. So let's look at the designs here between them. Now, they're both very distinctive. The Lumia 930 is a typical Lumia device. It has the plastic polycarbonate body, very flashy and stylish in a way with its colors. There's a bunch of different ones you could choose from, but it's a little bit more on the hardline side. It's a little bit more square around the edges, not quite as comfortable as the Galaxy S6 Edge. Now the Edge has a more premium look. They changed it up. No more plastic. It has some nice elements. You have this metal trim bezel, Gorilla Glass for front and back, so it has a nice polished look. And the way the color actually reflects off the surface, it looks quite attractive. It's like a piece of jewelry, or like in this case, in the gold color, like the gold bar even. The cool thing that stands out is just the way that it has the dual curved sides here around the display, so it contours a very different thing you don't see commonly in smartphones. So it has some really neat aesthetics with it. It's more for the looks as opposed to the functionality. The functionality is not as much so like the Note Edge, but you still have some with that. Now let's look at the displays. Both using AMOLED technology. You have a slightly larger display in the S6 Edge. It's a 5.1-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED panel versus a 5-inch 1080p AMOLED display in the Lumia 930. Now, technically on paper, you're going to get the better looking details, more sharper looking with the S6 Edge. But when you're looking from a normal distance, you're honestly not going to see a whole lot of difference between the two. They're both more than detailed, quite visible from this distance here. And being AMOLED, they have all the same qualities: wide viewing angles, that pitch black color, and of course you have an oversaturated color reproduction, though we know Samsung's AMOLED panels have been improved to be more natural and more accurate in terms of color reproduction. Let's talk about their cameras here. So on the Edge, you have a 16 megapixel camera with optical image stabilization, an f1.9 aperture lens. We don't know what the samples or what its quality looks like, just because this is not a final unit. It's only a pre-production model. But you could kind of think that it's going to be pretty spectacular, because the S5 before it, even the Note 4, have been known to be awesome phones for taking photos. The Lumia 930, on the other hand, you can't count out either. It's a versatile handset, great in low lighting, gotta admit. It's a 20 megapixel pure view camera in there, and Lumia devices as a whole are known for their camera taking abilities, and it takes some really nice shots, so it'll be interesting to see how they both stack up to one another. When it comes to feature set, you can get a lot more with the S6 Edge. Like I said, you have that dual curve display. You have some cool notifications you could access without having to turn on the entire display itself. You have even things like the fingerprint sensor built into the home button. You have an IR blaster. You're going to have a heart rate sensor in the back, built-in wireless charging, rapid charging. So the list goes on and on with the S6 Edge. The 930, on the other hand, you don't have any of those things necessarily. You do have, wireless charging, but that's pretty much the extent of its feature set. Now, as far as their performances and their software experiences, it's a matter of which one you like more, Windows or Android. The S6 Edge has the latest version of TouchWiz, and it runs exceptionally fast, very fluid and smooth, and it's powered by the latest thing from Qualcomm. It's powered by the latest thing from Samsung's camp. The latest Exynos chip, 64-bit base octa-core processor, whereas with the Lumia 930, they use an older Snapdragon 800 processor, but when it comes down to it, they're both nice and responsive. So that is a quick first look between these two handsets. So if you guys want to learn more about either of them, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com. It's John V. Thanks for watching.